Keep it going for Whitney! Hi. All right, that's a good height. That's good. All right, get in there. Right.
Oh boy, you really can't see. Okay. So I distinctly remember being in the 6th grade and walking down the hallway of my rural Florida middle school with my head down and my hair in my face and my backpack on. And I nearly ran into this kid who I had never talked to before. And when I looked up, he had startled me. And what he said to me was, "Hey girl, do you have hairs on your kitty?" And I remember that, and I remember how it felt. I walked back to class having not said anything because, like so many women and so many girls, I was taught that if you're being harassed or if someone says something to you, it's best to just ignore it. So I did. And I remember sitting in that class feeling really uncomfortable and very upset, but not really understanding why. A few years later, I was working in an office that was predominantly men, and I was on a team of about 6 guys, and we're all having a meeting. The subject of hiring came up, and given the demographic, I made the suggestion that maybe we should hire some more women. And one guy turned to another and said, "Well, you basically count as a woman, so maybe that's all right." And they all laugh, and I look down at my notes and I fiddle with my phone because none of these guys, who generally don't seem like bad people, understand that they have just used my gender to devalue someone else, and they just didn't get it. And it wasn't a battle that I felt I could fight in that context that day, so I said nothing. And still today, I work in an environment where I am one of 4 women on a 50-person team. I am outnumbered, and every day I am reminded that I am the oddball in this situation. And this kind of thing just comes up all the time. And I just keep trying to remind myself that these are just good dudes. They're just dude bros. They don't know what they're saying. You signed up for this. And I can't stop what I'm doing every time someone says something off to try to educate them on the patriarchy. About a year ago, though, a friend of mine started this Facebook group, and she invited me to it. And I know it's Facebook, but it started out just about makeup. And yeah. And there were like just a few of us at first, but over time, this thing that was just about makeup, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever had 300 women all giving their opinions on stuff all at one time and trying to support and love each other, but it is a force of fucking nature. And it turned into a 24-hour-a-day, no-holds-barred, ask anything slumber party that you basically carried around in your pocket anytime. So I now had access to the thoughts and feelings and opinions and insights into the lives of 300 women and 1 drag queen. Anytime that I needed to hear anything. And every day, my newsfeed started to get filled with these like self-love selfies and like, what is baking and how do you do it? And I learned how to highlight and contour, and my life changed a little bit. And but I also, within all of this and all of this love and support, every single day I saw women who are from all over the country, and in some cases all over the world, having the exact same experiences I was having, or worse. And it's one thing for me to devalue and explain away all of the stuff that was happening to me, but when you see it in aggregate like that, that low-key seething that I have been feeling for so long just started to kind of simmer, and it started to build. So one lovely afternoon over the summer, I was walking around the neighborhood with my then boyfriend. It is past tense. And I noticed that it was just a really nice night, we were just enjoying it, and I noticed that there were two young women walking, and there was a man walking behind them. And as I'm watching, I see this guy pull out his phone and take a picture and put it away. And he was not with them. He was walking far enough behind them that it was very clear that this man was not with him. And I felt that same shift in my blood, and my stomach dropped, and I got the lump in my throat. But now, I had 300 women in my back pocket backing me up. And with my 2 English majors and a lot of rage, I found the perfect thing to say to this guy, which happened to be, "Hey, asshole, it is not okay to take pictures of women on the street." Which isn't, thank you. It's not really my style, I don't really do stuff like that, but I felt all right. And my boyfriend is horrified, and he grabs my arm, and I see this guy sort of look around, and he's all confused, and I wasn't done. And I said, "Yes, you. That is not okay, and you need to delete that picture right now." And my boyfriend is melting, and my blood is racing, and I'm like, the adrenaline is high. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like I gotta say more stuff. And this guy, he gives me nothing. He just looks around, and he slumps his shoulders, and he walks away. And the boyfriend didn't last, but I still have that girl gang. And I am really grateful every single day that I have them in my life. Because now, if anyone asks me anything about my kitty, they're just gonna get the claws. Thank you.